Welcome to Magnet Marketers, our weekly live show where we break down the head, heart, and hand approach to building sustainable growth in your business. During each episode, we share actual client marketing best practice examples, strategies, and tactics that will help you generate real results. Our belief? A magnet always works better than being a bullhorn to attract, retain, and build your brand. Ready to dive into this week's Relationship Marketing Training Tuesday? Well, let's get started. Here's your host, Mike Gingerich and Jessika Phillips.
Yay, yay, yay. Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It's Magnet Marketers, where our goal is always to help you become a magnet with your marketing versus being a bullhorn. And today we have a special guest on with us, one of our favorites, the Judi Fox. And we're going to be diving into how to create a community of action takers, people that take action on what you have to share and put out and what that looks like. So she's a powerhouse, full of information. So I can't wait to just have her kick things off. But before we introduce her, if we've not met before, hello. My name is Jessika Phillips with Now Marketing Group and the Relationship Marketing System. And my goal is to help you love more, give more, and be more through the art of authentic relating. And my awesome co-host, he's Mike Gingerich. He is the president of a web development and software firm, Digital Hill Multimedia. He's author of 5 books. He's a triathlete runner, biker, and leading business blogger at MikeGingerich.com. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, I am doing well. And we got a heat wave going across the U.S. here. So it is scorching hot, but I'm glad to be inside right now. But it's one of those things, man. You just, you step out and it's like, shirt is wet. And, but hey, it's good. And
it's not good for your hair though, Mike, right? Like it's not good for the hair.
My hair frizzes everywhere. Yeah.
And you can bring the heat onto the camera.
Ooh. There we go. Yes. So I get the pleasure to bring and introduce to you Judi Fox, and she's been with us before, and I'm going to have her tell a little bit more about it. But let's give me a little bit of background here. So Judi has generated over 5 million, yes, that's million, views on LinkedIn in the past 2 years. It's over that now. And she's listed as a top 10 LinkedIn coach for 2021 by Yahoo Finance. She's been featured in Inc. Magazine, CEO, Vid Summit, Video Marketing World, People Video. She's doing things with Social Media Examiner. I mean, what more do you need here? She's got 18 years experience in business development and sales. Particularly, Judi Fox developed the LinkedIn Business Accelerator method. So we might hear a little bit more about that. And clients are implementing this to achieve more business and over 1 million content views in just 90 days. So I'm going to stop there because we'll get more into it. But Judi, welcome.
Yay! I'm excited to be here.
I got to say welcome back, right? Yeah.
Yes, welcome back. It's familiar. We're all back in the same place. So
yes. And you took a little break off, so you're now getting back into the things of work, and I love that you take some time off in June. I'm sad though that you didn't spend a week of it on my couch like you did.
I know.
I miss
that. There's still time. There's still time.
The couch is open for business. Yes.
We will be back in person in August. So we will all be in Ohio for Social Media Week Lima.
Yes.
If you don't know what that is, you need to go look it up. Google it right now.
Yeah. Or just go to sociallima.com.
Well, that's more obvious.
Sure. Yeah. You can also type a recap throughout today if you want to get a recap of all this wealth of information that Judi's about to drop as we get into taking some action. So we're going to encourage you to take some action right now with typing the word recap in the chat, and it'll start our chatbot series to make sure that you get notified of the blog recap and get to hear all the things that Judi's been up to and links of where you can see her next. So Judi, you are the queen of getting people to take action on content, but I want to break down what that looks like today and how you've been able to incorporate this method with working with your clients.
I would say the highest level thing that I could probably just impart to everybody, if you're going to listen to one thing, the actions that you want people to take for you, you're like sitting down and you're mapping out with your pen and paper and you're like, I want them to share. I want this much clicks. I want this much return on investment. Go out and give what you want to get.
There it is. Quotable.
Yep. Quotable. Like, I know that sounds very high level, very big picture, but if you're sitting there going, I wish that I could get 20 comments on my next post, go out and give 20 comments to 20 different people. And then it's like, I know that seems counterintuitive to some people, but it really does come back to you.
And that's the thing that's often most missed, honestly. When people are like, I'm not getting engagement, I'm like, are you giving it? You know, like it's just that, what's the law of
reciprocity.
Thank you. I'll say that 5 times fast. I can't even say it once. But yeah, it's that it's something conditioned in us, you know, like if somebody's going to show up for you, you want to show up for them, and it makes you memorable too. So I know I recognize Victor in here, and Chad and Jen and everybody, Julia, everybody that's in the comments, because they show up weekly, and they take action. They're engaging with us. And now I recognize them everywhere else that they are online. And I want to do the same for them, right? Like I want to engage with their stuff, share it, and give back. And so you're so right. So what does that look like?
I was going to do the next layer. The next layer to me is doing the action on your own content that you wish people would do. And what I mean by that is, if you're asking people to answer the call to action, if you're putting those words in there to say, what are your thoughts? Or you need to be sharing your thoughts about that. Don't put the whole weight of the post and the thought building on the audience. They're glad to add to somebody taking the lead. It's the same thing when you're on stage. Thank you, Chad. When you're on stage and you want the audience to engage in your talk in person, a lot of times you have to lead the audience with the potential, hey, this is what I want the answers to be. Who here can add to that? Oh, we got Chad over there. Chad, can you please take this, like hand the microphone? Chad just doesn't want to randomly grab. I mean, maybe he does, but you really have to invite people. It's the permission-based marketing energy where you are giving through your actions permission for other people to stand up and take the action you just demonstrated for them. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and it's just being very intentional about the guiding and the invitation.
Yeah. Oh, Chad's like, give me the mic.
Yeah.
So I've given the mic to Chad, but I led by saying, here's the story I want to tell you. Chad, add to the story. It's the yes and energy. It's the improv energy, honestly, where you didn't just randomly like cold hand the mic to the audience.
Yeah.
So if you're making content, your content should contain, it doesn't always have to be a long answer, but your content should contain a bit of your opinion or a bit of your leadership to tell people what you're expecting to see them lead with in the comments. And then the final layer to the puzzle that I like to do, because some people go, I want people to share this. I want people to know they can do that. Well, just directly telling them, share this post, it's a little aggressive. I sometimes at the end of a video or at the end of a slide swipeable file or something, you might say something like, thank you for sharing, or thank you for putting that in the comments. It's positive appreciation. Thank you for commenting on this live stream. I didn't just tell you to comment, but I'm thanking you for everyone who's done it so far and for everyone who's watching the recap. Thank you. And that's just nice.
Yeah. So. I can't stand it. Honestly, I don't like seeing where like, it's like, share this or, whatever, like it does feel off to me. So I love that approach. Or like, I can't wait to hear what your answer is or what your takeaway is. Right. Like, and I love that. And I love watching your content too, because I see what you're saying now, and that the flow to it of inviting people in to continue on that yes and energy. But then also I've seen where when somebody replies, then you're also kind of keeping that conversation going, and then even bringing in like this connector, other people that could participate as well. I've seen you do that to kind of continue to build, nurture, and connect your community almost.
Yeah, there's one piece of that puzzle that I'll add that I did early on, and it's still powerful for anyone we all started at one point at 0. We all did, unless for some reason, I don't know who didn't start at 0 followers on some social platform somewhere. My favorite tip to give people, which is really practical, is if you sit down in the first hour and you go back to your post, and anyone who has liked or even commented, anyone who's touched your post, and you're getting your early likes and comments on a platform you have a very low following and you're just starting, I tell people, those people that early likes and comments, go out and find something you can support of theirs right that minute. If you can like or comment really quick back, it doesn't mean you have to have a heavy comment. It has to be intense. It could just be quick. Oh, great. Looks like you went on a trip. Looks good. Even just view their stories and give them a little heart on a story that they made. Something simple, but do it immediately. And that's a really good action.
It's making that, it's making that memorable touch. Would you say?
Yeah. I don't think Judi can't be bossy. I do have a command energy in my Strength Finders test that I took. Positive permission-based marketing.
Here we go.
No.
Yes.
Sorry, we're going to say something. I didn't want to cut you off, Mike. No. You're going to go with it. Okay. So like you said, people start off at 0. So even if somebody's getting started, right, it's not even necessarily like a numbers game, as it is just like I like to say, don't count the, likes, count the conversation. So it's like just growing upon that. And so when you're sharing that with like if you're doing this for a client or someone else, how do you present that as, hey, here's how we're growing? Is it sharing the conversations? Is it the engagement? Kind of, what is it that you share?
It's definitely a couple of things. We have to, hi, Tim. We definitely have to add touch points. So many people want to go straight to, you just saw me on a live stream, now buy from me. Like you just saw my first post and this is the first time we've crossed paths. Now hand me your credit card number. That does not normally happen. It's a matter of trust building. And sometimes that trust building could be one touch point. It really could be. However, that has to be a high quality touch point for it to be that first one. That's where we value referrals. I will be always grateful for Chad referring a contract in business to me. Thank you, Chad, if you're still here. And that is the power in that. And I know Jessica and Mike both know the power in how we've referred each other, or we've said, oh, Jessica would be great for that live stream, because one opportunity and one touch point turns into the next one, turns into the next one. And I've heard from several people online, I've been following their content for a while, it's up to 20 to 30 touch points that clients need before they trust you to say, you know what, I bet she can get me the results that she promises. And that we have to just keep leaning into that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I've even found too, in the back end, like some of those touch points are happening without you even knowing, right? So sometimes I feel that clients that we're working with, maybe you're feeling like maybe something's not happening or it's not moving as quickly as you'd like, but I can't even tell you how many times I've received a message of someone saying, I've been following your content and this and this and this, and like call out specifics and then want to move forward. And I'm just like, awesome. Like seeing people articulate what they've been following, but they've been in the background, like watching what you do. And I think that's also important to see that people are watching even when they may not be taking that action on commenting on your stuff. Doesn't mean that they're not watching and seeing what you're doing with someone else. And Chad says, Judi,
thank you, Chad.
We agree. Judi's awesome. One of the best things I learned from her was how to manage all the mixed up puzzle pieces I deal with each day.
It's social media, everything. It's all a puzzle. It's just putting all the edges down and then filling in all the spaces. I don't know. He's having a good time with me. I would just say about what you just said. The lurkers, I don't know if they want to be called lurkers, which I get the word, Tim. I love it. We're trying to like the watchers, but that doesn't sound right either. The observers, the I don't know, the super rock star fans that are quiet.
Informational gatherers.
Yeah, the biggest
stalkers.
thing stalkers. The biggest thing I'll say that I've learned, and it happens for clients all the time. Okay. They'll tell me the moment they get more active online without just posting, this idea that you can just go out and just post. It's all this energy around, what do I want to say? Mm-hmm. And that is a one-way phone call. Mm-hmm. None of us right now are having a one-way conversation. Hopefully. I mean, I'm talking a lot. Ooh, silent cheer squad. I like that, Julia. Yeah, I like that. So it's a two-way conversation we're having right now between the comments, between Mike, between Jessica, me. It's back and forth. And so go out and have the comments, because really those are touch points that add up to a client hiring you. And they can hire you just from commenting. And I've seen it many, many times.
No, I think that's.
I was going to say, especially if they feel seen and heard. Okay, sorry, Mike, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say right on, and I like what you're saying. I think it's interesting. I think it's different because so many want to talk about their own posting strategy, and that's where they start. But you're kind of flipping that around, and you're saying about what are you doing out there for others. You're giving clear demonstrations of how that can positively, impact and lead to that interest, lead to that eventually then trust from them kind of paying attention closer. But it doesn't start with, what am I going to post?
Yeah. We actually use this post framework. I know, Judi, you already do this anyway. Like at the office for our account managers, we have them read everything that they're writing for clients, and the post, I'm all about acronyms, stands for, is it personalized? So like, do we know who we're talking to? Like who you're trying to have that conversation with? Is it open-ended? So is it allowing for someone to be able to comment, encouraging somebody giving you a comment and participating? Does it have your own style and tone? So does it feel personable? Like I know your content, Judi, and how you are, snarky and sassy and fun and high energy. And, that's your like style, right? And then the T is like timeliness. So it's all about what's happening now and being engaging for what's happening in the moment. And if not, like, then it doesn't feel as engaging. Like it can just be white noise at that point where it gets overlooked. So yeah, I love what you're saying there about showing up to have those conversations, encouraging it. It can't just be, writing it, scheduling it, and being done with it.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea that we can make content ahead of schedule to such a degree that we can have an entire year's worth of content done. It feels, and I think we've seen what happens during 2020 when something comes across as out of sync, out of order with the conversation happening in the public sphere. So yeah, we want to make sure that we don't just schedule it all out thinking that we can't have a back and forth conversation. This is pre-recorded. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine if I was just trying to like comment back to your conversation right here? That's exactly why we can't. Yeah. I can't pre-record my square right here and then try to merge in with Jessica and Mike. That would be awkward. And that's what people are doing with their content when they pre-schedule it like a year out.
Yeah. And you can so tell because then they're like not replying. Like even when they get engagement, it's kind of like still nobody's home. And it's like, well, then I'm not going to keep coming back and commenting or engaging with that content. If I feel like I'm commenting and like super engaged with it and then I get left hanging, like it feels almost like a diss, if that's still a word people use. But that's what it feels like, if somebody's left hanging like that. So I 100% agree with showing up, encouraging the conversation and the yes and to keep it going. Even Tim says that, he's appreciated you talking about the power of commenting, and he's definitely embraced that as well. And even on LinkedIn, like LinkedIn's your jam. I mean, you're great at in all of the channels, Clubhouse, you've been killing it, like just everywhere. But even on LinkedIn, where some people feel like it has to be all like stuffy, like I love how you've embraced making it personal and feel like your own there too.
I mean, people are looking to feel something online. I mean, they're looking for other things. They want to get something, they want to learn something, they want to feel something. But from a human, heart-centered standpoint, we want to feel things. So when we come across Jessika, every single time we're like, oh, she makes me feel this way when I see her content. Or Mike, this is how I feel when I know he shows up online. This is what I can come to expect. And that's what we hear the word consistent, but I think sometimes if you flip it and say, what are you putting out there that is causing people to expect something from you? Think about what they're experiencing. Because I feel like the idea of being consistent puts it back again on yourself. Like I don't like that idea. I think there's way more ways to be consistent than just put out something. It's think about how they consistently feel about you.
Clarity and conviction. Like, what is that they get to understand is your true nature of how you're showing up. Like, that's how I know clearly what you do well, because of how you're showing up with that conviction. Like, you mean it. You can tell when somebody's like passionate about it, right? Like that comes through versus it just kind of being like a soft little share.
Yep. How did this evolve for you? How you give us a little bit of maybe the storyline and what's key business moments, anything like that that's kind of formed and shaped you to be where you are today?
I think I've always been attracted to, I mean, again, how do I say this, man? My laughter and positive energy.
Amen.
I started off my career back when you had to go to the library to look up the book, What Do You Want to Be When You Grow Up? Because I didn't have the internet. I literally started college in 1994. So I think that was right when I got some type of Lotus Notes or something like that. I don't even remember. But the point is, I didn't know there were other opportunities out there. And in my eye line was my dad's an engineer, my sister's an engineer, and I was good at math and science. And there you go. I became an engineer. But what it ended up becoming was a passion for understanding psychology. And I really liked I didn't actually necessarily resonate with engineering. I resonated with kind of like the getting things done concept, or started looking out when YouTube launched. I was like, whoa, I want to make video. But it took me a long time to 1994. Sorry, it's just funny. It took me a long time to shift from the Gen X. Like I said, I'm 45, so I did not grow up with all this, and it took me a long time to understand that that's a career path. Like that it finally took, to be honest, it took some bad things happening, a toxic work culture, a environment where I was forced to realize that networking and LinkedIn and putting myself out there. And the first viral piece of content I made got over 7,000 shares. And I realized that I could listen and study viral content and social media for hours. Like if you just sat me in a room and said, what topic, what are the aliens going to get annoyed with you? It's like me talking about social media strategy and viral content strategy, because it's an actual strategy that you can break down for why something goes viral. So I love it.
From engineer to fox ears and brilliant as ever. This woman knows her stuff. Definitely want to remind everyone to type recap if in the comments if you do want to get all of her strategy, wisdom, and ways of connecting with her, so you can keep gathering and collecting that info. Definitely type recap in the comments. We'll get that started. And speaking of action takers, though, I do want to address some action takers that took some action on what is going on this week of Prizapalooza, which is our social media week Lima, which both Judi is going to be speaking at, talking about the power of audio and how that's inspired some action and some things for her, as well as Mike is going to be speaking at the event as well, hosting a panel of what is working for the next generation. Now, what are they responding to? What are they diving into? So you can get into what they want to take action on. But we have been posting each day for Social Media Week Lima an action that you can take, a comment, giving some captions to some photos. Today was talking about the sessions and which ones you're looking forward to. And of those people that commented, we mentioned that we would give away an X stand, which is the stand I would show you, but my computer's on it right now. It's amazing. Gives you the good angles, if you know what I mean. It's really great.
There you go.
And breaks down. It's amazing. We're going to be gifting one of those to a winner. And I asked the ladies of now to send me who that winner is that they are drawing. And drum roll. Thank you. That was much better than whatever I just.
That was a really good one.
That was really good. It is Jeremy Linneberg. So if somebody wants to tag him and let him know he's a now proud owner of an X stand. So we'll get him with Jen Cole on our team that runs that business. That's amazing. So that is the winner. So we'll be continuing to do that all week long because early bird tickets end on July 1st. So definitely just want to put that out there and give you a chance to see and meet Judi in person. And her laugh is infectious, as Chad mentions, as well as her positive energy. So, but
I like having fun. And one quick thing I just want to say is think back to when the Fox stand. Think back to when you were younger and what lit you up, because honestly, I was always so creative. And even when I was a kid, I thought I could have my own radio DJ show. So I had a microphone in my little play and record, and I was recording, hello, if you're the next caller, you win a Duran Duran poster. And so obviously I never knew that was a real job until now, because on social media, you can turn yourself into your own show DJ, live streamer.
It is the best. You got to do our intros. And now that we're actually going to be wrapping up, but people have to see the skill. This is her hidden talent. I'm telling you, in Clubhouse, I don't know if you need to sleep and we don't have it, but like she will do everyone's intro. Would you grace us and the viewers with your skill so you can show them what it's really about?
Wait, right now?
Yes, let's do it. If you're here for it.
Wait, no? I have to open up a profile. I have.
You can do it for Mike or.
I have Mike.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, welcome to the stage. We have Mike, the Gingerich. He's the president of web development and software firm Digital Hill Multimedia. And when I say multi, he is multimedia. He's published author 5 times over and over and over. Triathlete, runner, biker. You're never going to catch him because he's leading in all things. And he's a blogger at MikeGingerich.com. Go run over to that blog and blow it up.
Boom.
I mean, come on, people.
I don't know.
This is a party talent you need in your life.
And that was Judi Fox as an 8-year-old in her bedroom. And now she does stuff like that on Clubhouse now and blows up my rooms and having fun.
I love it.
I'm always there for it. I love it. I love it. I think everyone else said, she said, a blogger. Yeah.
Blogger. Sounds like a fox on his blog.
Love it. Yeah. And if you want to see the skill in person, Victor, Social Media Week Lima is in person in Lima, not Lima, Peru, Lima, Ohio. But, we have fun. We do. So, Judi, if people want to connect with you, what's the best place for them to reach you?
Well, you can find me across all of my socials by just searching for JUDIFOX. That's where you'll find me. I think I'm the only Judi Fox that's JUDI. If you go to my website, I have all my socials across the top, and I'm on Clubhouse. I'm on pretty much every platform. A platform opens up and I create my social profile. My handle, Judi Fox Rocks, JUDIFOX ROCKS.
Yes. Hashtag Fox Rocks.
That was radio-esque right there, too. Yes.
Judi Fox.
I cannot wait to make the video clips of this. I'm just recap. So much fun.
Mike's going to now have that audio, and it's going to be in some speaker reel.
Our intro to the show just changed.
Nice.
Just like that. I love it. I love it. So, but no, Judi, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you, Mike. And thank all of you for joining in with us this week to hear from the amazing Judi Fox, #Fox Rocks. My face is hurting because she makes me smile every time I'm around her. I love her. I cannot wait to see her. And hopefully all of you at Social Media Week Lima in August. But we'll be back here next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, I hope all of you have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.
See you, folks.